Hello, Paul Riley, the driving instructor in Leicester here. We put up a piece last week about some show and tell me questions. Quite a lot of engagement, quite a lot of questions, so that's good. Makes a nice change when I'm not doing it. Someone else brings it to life and talks about it in their words. So once again, we have Josh here.
Back again. Hello, once again, Joshua Williamson here, one of Paul Riley's learning drivers. I'll be talking you through some more show me, tell me questions.
Okay then, so two of the questions you could get on driving test day are tyre related. And the first one could be this. So tell me how you would check your tyres had sufficient pressure.
Sufficient pressure. Check sufficient pressure in tyres. You can use a pressure gauge, such as on this pump here. Connect the pump and it will tell you how much pressure you've got. Or
anything else in there that would do that?
You've also got the lovely digital tyre gauge as well. Plug that in and it can show you.
Yeah, so describe the steps. How would you physically do it?
So steps. So that would require you coming to the wheel of the car, finding the air valve, which is right there, unscrewing it, connecting this or the pump up, plugging it in, and then that will push air into those and it will tell you exactly how much pressure is in the tyre.
Cool. And where would you get what your car should be from?
I'm not sure now.
What does every car come with when you buy it mostly?
Oh,
Instruction guide, manual.
the manual guide, yeah.
And inside this car, do you know if there's a place where that tyre pressure data lives?
That should be, once again, either on the inside of the door or in the manual.
Yeah, so it could be either front door usually, or sometimes they hide them in the petrol cap. So can you see that little diagram down there?
Right there.
Fab. So that's about pressure. How often would you do that check?
Well, that check necessarily, don't have to do it every journey, but you can do it every journey. But especially if you're going to do a long journey, so if you're going on a holiday to Cornwall, Skegness, for example, it'd be ideal to do all your checks of the car, and that would include your pressure and your tread checks.
Once a week and before long journeys, the answer they'd like you to give. So that's pressure. Now, would we do it when we've driven 1,000 miles, or would we do it first thing in the morning?
First thing in the morning.
Because
that's when you're about to drive out, and you'd want to know that your tyres are in the best condition before you drive out.
And if they were warm, what might that do to our reading?
The warm, it might cause expansion, or it might, exactly that.
Falsify reading. Yeah. And then what about the second question, which is this: how would you check your tyres for their roadworthiness and their general condition?
Roadworthiness. So full roadworthiness, you're checking for two types of things. You check for the tread of the tyre, which is essentially how much depth you've got on this lovely little bit here. This is what we call the tread. You can check it two ways. I've always been taught you can either use, I think it's 20p coin.
Do the 20p, does it?
Or you can check one of your little tread gauges. It's quite literally simply press it against it, and we can quite clearly see that's in the yellow at the moment.
So press down on it and then get a reading in mils.
In the mils. So we are looking at just about 5 mil.
5, okay. What does a new tyre come with when it comes out of the shop, do you know?
New tyre, anywhere between 8 to 10 mil.
8 for a car tyre. So that's about the tread. What else would we look for?
Look for any wear or tear, cracking, damage. Tyres are made out of rubber, so they weather over time. Especially if you've had car tyres for a very long time, you notice, especially on more of the vintage cars, a lot of them tend to show weathering on the tyres.
So where am I looking for this damage then?
So if we look to the side here,
okay,
because this can show the side profiling of the tyre,
Yikes.
You're looking for any scrapes or scratches. With this tyre, there doesn't seem to be much other than on the actual rim cap, but it's fine. You're looking for any cracks. I'm not seeing any cracks on this tyre. And then we're looking for any wear or tear down the sides, because for some people who, especially for us learner drivers, maybe we've clipped the curb a few times.
Yeah, true.
It even happens with experienced drivers. It can sometimes damage the tyre. Obviously, the risk you run with worn down tyres is it could lead to a blowout, or it can lead to you losing grip during wet weather.
So yeah, to use the words in the show and tell me, they use words like make sure there's no cuts, bulges, tears, lips, rips, chunks. Any word you use like that would be fine, but you don't want any pieces missing, I guess. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
All right, we'll see you the next time we're on.
We'll see you soon.